And millions of people pass through West Yellowstone to see our nation's first park. It turns out thousands each year also visit West Yellowstone for a great cup of coffee.
In this week's Montana Made, we visit Morning Glory Coffee and Tea in West Yellowstone. It is a business that, thanks to technology, not only has Yellowstone in its backyard, but also the rest of the planet.
This is the West Yellowstone entrance to Yellowstone National Park. Hard to believe that's the most popular entrance to Yellowstone in the summer and in the winter. Right now in the shoulder season, it is not an entrance to the park. It is completely gated off. That's a challenge for businesses in town of West Yellowstone. They have to sit back, have a cup of coffee, and wait until the tourists come back when the roads reopen for oversnow for winter or for the cars in the summer. Or, as one business, they simply roast the coffee and sell it elsewhere.
For every corner store, there were roasters and brewers, and every community had those things. So we wanted to be able to be a manufacturer and create a product in an area that we loved living in, and we wanted to be able to share that with the world. And in West Yellowstone, that's an easy thing to do.
What isn't easy was convincing customers you roast good coffee in a place known for bears and bison, not beverages.
I mean, in traditional marketing, you're right, we're not in the best place for that type of focus. But social media and the internet have opened that up and made, again, a larger world more local. We were early adopters to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and LinkedIn, all of those platforms. We've over time built an audience of about 56,000 followers and a reach of about 1.5 million impressions a week. And we've created a conversation with people that either want to come to Montana or who have been here and enjoyed their experience, and we've got the product that kind of goes in between that. I've always said that our brand, Morning Glory's brand, is not traditional. Morning Glory's brand is Montana, and we promote Montana as such. And then our coffee, our product, is a part of that brand, part of that experience when people come to Montana and enjoy both, hopefully. I've always been of the belief that the only wrong way to drink coffee is to not drink it at all, and that it should be quality, comfort, and good taste. And that's what our focus is to create a quality product. We start with an ethical and sustainable buying practice, and then we go from there to create products that people are going to actually enjoy on a lot of different levels.
In West Yellowstone, Chet Lehman, MTN News.
Now, Morning Glory Coffee started out as a traditional coffee shop, but Burke soon discovered roasting and selling the coffee over the internet meant he and his wife and 2 sons could do all the work without having to hire additional staff to sell and brew coffee out of the shop. Thanks to the internet, Morning Glory Coffee is technically open 24/7. It may just take a few hours for Burke and his family to get that order ready to ship literally all over the world.
That's pretty cool.
When we had done the interview, he had received an order at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
They come in, ship the order out that day, it still goes.
Wow.
Wasn't 2 o'clock in the morning where the order came from, but it was here in West Yellowstone. So.
Also, the Orphan Girl really perked my interest.
A great combination with another local business as well. It gives the Morning Glory Coffee a chance to advertise their product in the distillery market at the same time. Orphan Girl able to, Headframe Spirits able to advertise in the coffee market, blending those opportunities together.
Perfect win-win symbiotic relationship.
Absolutely. Great stuff.
I love
Great
it.
Stuff. Great coffee too.
Yummy. Thank you for that, Chet. Coming up after